They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Brady going to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how low can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Vikings! They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Here's Newton. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Cook again. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 9. Cook up the gut. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Here's Brady. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Newton. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And some room to work. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. Touchdown! Ian Thomas. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Touchdown, Carolina! Nick Chubb, 34 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady completes it to the fullback hand. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down.
To return is Roberts. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. That'll be caught by Anderson. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
It completes it once more to Anderson.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, it's Newton.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
20.
From the 36, Newton. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now Newton on first down. Drops it off for Chubb.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now Newton. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
A very solid gain of 27.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They go up the middle with Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Go. 20.
They fake the give. Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 46 yards.
And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Again, I figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On play action, it's Brady. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brady. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. There's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Here's Brady to throw.
this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Newton now to throw. That is caught by Anderson. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll run with Chubb. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. On 2nd and goal, Newton. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
A great effort right from the snap there on the defensive side from Amari Barno.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
On play action, now Brady. And is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance, if they want, to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to let it fly. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 54 yards.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Brady will look to throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man, complete. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Newton. That's out to Chubb, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Sam looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.